Many thanks for joining us again on the newsroom on TV360 Nigeria. The Kogi State House of Assembly has lost one of its members, John Abba. Abba was the lawmaker representing Ibaji constituency in the 8th Assembly, where he was serving as a second term. Demi Olugbemi, the Chief Press Secretary to the Speaker, Matthew Kolawole, confirmed the death. Abba was said to have died in the early hours of Wednesday, but Olugbemi did not confirm the cause of his death. The National Judicial Council, NJC, has cleared a judge of the Federal High Court, Abuja, Justice Taiwo of misconduct. The council, chaired by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Tanko Mohammed, dismissed a petition by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission against the jurist. Justice Mohammed held that the anti-graft agency's letter accusing the judge of wrongfully granting an ex parte application was without merit. He therefore advised the EFCC's acting chairman, Ibrahim Magu, to file an appeal if he was dissatisfied with the decision. This comes a month after the EFCC filed a petition claiming that Justice Taiwo granted an ex parte order restraining it from performing its statutory functions. A federal high court in Port Harcourt has delayed hearing of the case against Godwin Obaseki, governor of Edo State. The court had on Monday ruled that Obaseki should not be allowed to contest the PDP primary slated for Thursday. When the case resumed on Wednesday, the plaintiff asked the judge to grant the parties to the case 4 hours to conclude a reconciliatory meeting initiated by PDP leaders. He said the party had begun the process of settling the matter out of court. Emmanuel Onoyedem, counsel to Uche Secondus, PDP national chairman, and other interests in the matter, did not object to the request. The judge thereafter ruled granted the request of the plaintiff to delay the hearing so as to give the party time to settle the matter out of court. Members of the Nigerian Union of Pensioners in Imo State have staged a protest in Owerri, the Imo State capital, over the non-payment of pension arrears and entitlements. The pensioners in their numbers took to the streets of Owerri, halting vehicular movements for hours and demanding that the state government pay them pension arrears owed to them since February 2020. The chairman of the Commissioners' Intervention Committee in Imo, Ohaneje Ike, says the union has made several appeals to the government and other relevant authorities in the state, all to no avail. Let's take a break here. We'll be right back shortly.
In the last 3 years, we have built a multi-purpose center, which is the envy of all in our constituency. And I can tell you that the people who are living there are already enjoying it.
Guy, do you think what this man just said is true? See, I seriously doubt. I'm sure it's one of those their silly lies.
And wait, do you know there's a way to find out if these things he's saying is true or not? This is the Construct app. It gives people like us a sure way to track implementation of constituency projects. It gives valid and verified information on location of projects, amounts allocated, amount funded, the level of job done, and even the profiles of concerned legislators. You and I can post directly on this app.
Are you serious?
This is the go-to app if you want to know how our Commonwealth is being expanded by the government.
Wow. Let's even see if what this man said is true. Show me.
The Construct app is developed by Other Paper Nigeria with support from USAID and is available on both Google Play Store and Apple Store.
And it's true.
Of course, I told you.
Corruption not in my country.
Hello? Yeah, I found your wallet in front of a supermarket. Meet me at Apple Junction. Yes, I'll be waiting for you.
Now we find out. Two of us.
Thank you very much, officer. You know, it's surprising that men like you still exist in the police force.
Yes, so...
Oh, yes.
This is just a token of my appreciation.
Oh, no, you don't need to do this. We're only doing our job.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Now I know police is really my friend.
Yes.
Friend. Hey. Which came up with this one? I don't understand.
You know your problem. You are greedy. I'm a policeman who is doing his job. All forms of corruption in the force. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Nigeria has recorded 8 new COVID-19 deaths and 452 fresh cases in the country. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, disclosed this on Tuesday via Twitter. The NCDC confirmed the new cases in 13 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Given a breakdown of the figures, Lagos leads the state with 209 cases, followed by Oyo with 67 cases and Delta with 37. This brings the total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria to 21,371, with the number of discharged patients to 7,338. All members of the Kaduna State House of Assembly have been directed to submit their samples for COVID-19 testing. Yusuf Zainlani, Speaker of the House, gave the directive following the discovery of a COVID-19 case among the Assembly staff last week. Ali Khalat, Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Health, disclosed this while speaking to journalists in Kaduna on Tuesday. According to him, the directive became necessary to ascertain the status of members and staff of the Assembly since a staff tested positive for the virus. Khalat, however, added that none of the lawmakers who have tested have confirmed positive. The police command in Kano State says it rescued 126 workers held hostage for 3 months at Popular Farms and Mills Limited located in Chalawa Industrial Estate of the area. Abdullahi Haruna, police public relations officer who confirmed the incident, said on June 21st, a complaint was received from Global Community for Human Rights Network Kano that some laborers were wrongfully confined inside the said mill. According to him, 4 officials of the factory have been arrested and investigations have commenced to unravel the facts of the matter. The workers reportedly said they were denied exit from the mill since the beginning of the nationwide lockdown imposed in March for fear of importing COVID-19 into the factory. They also alleged that they were forced to work in poor conditions during their lockup. United Kingdom Prime Minister Boris Johnson has announced that bars, restaurants, hotels and salons can open in England from July 4th when social distancing rules will be eased. According to the British Broadcasting Corporation BBC, Johnson says people shall remain 2 meters apart where possible, but a 1 meter plus rule will be introduced. The Prime Minister, however, warns that all steps were reversible and that the 2 households in England would also be able to meet indoors and stay overnight with social distancing. The Prime Minister added that indoor gyms, swimming pools, nail bars and indoor play areas were among the list of businesses that would remain closed as they've been on lockdown since March 23rd. Let's take a break here and we'll return with business news. The World Bank has approved a $750 million International Development Association credit for Nigeria's power sector recovery operation. This was contained in the statement issued by the bank on Wednesday. The statement quoted the World Bank Country Director for Nigeria, Shubham Choudhury, as saying the credits would help to improve the electricity supply in Nigeria. It expressed worry that about 47% of Nigerians have no access to grid electricity, and those who had access faced regular power cuts. According to the bank, the economic cost of power shortages in Nigeria is estimated at around $28 billion, which is equivalent to 2% of its gross domestic product. Despite the rise of inflation in Nigeria, economic analyst Johnson Chukwu has predicted that there's more to come. Chukwu made this known while speaking to TV360 Nigeria via Skype. Nigeria's inflation rate rose from 12.34% in April to 12.40% in May, the highest in 2 years.
Clearly, we are not seeing the highest of an inflationary trend. We still should expect some further northward movement. A couple of things are still going to drive up inflation. One of which is the likelihood that the federal government will allow for harmonization of exchange rates. And if there's harmonization of exchange rate, you're going to see a higher exchange rate, which will have a direct pass-through effect on average price of goods and services. Because if you adopt a higher exchange rate for import and payment of duties and others, what have you, it should translate into higher cost of goods and services. That's one factor. Second factor is that it's likely that the federal government will remove the subsidy on petroleum products. That will lead to petroleum products being imported and marked to market. And at current level, you're going to see a major increase in pump price of petroleum products. And because of the pervasive effect on petroleum products and goods and price of goods and services, particularly as it relates to transportation costs.
A plane crash which killed 97 people in Pakistan last month was because of human error by the pilot and air traffic control. This is according to an initial report into the disaster released on Wednesday. The Pakistan International Airlines PIA plane came down among houses on May 22nd after both engines failed as it approached Karachi Airport, killing all but 2 people on board. According to the reports, the pilot as well as the controller did not follow the standard rules during the flight. The report adds that both of them had been discussing the COVID-19 pandemic and were not focused on the job. Premier League club Arsenal has confirmed that David Luiz has penned a new 1-year contract with them. The Brazil centre-back joined the Gunners last summer in an €8 million deal from Chelsea, but only signed for an initial 12 months. That original deal was due to end on June 30, but an agreement had been reached for the defender to stay on for the 2020 to 2021 campaign. Luiz's future has been called into question following a series of erratic performances. Meanwhile, Arsenal have also moved to make Pablo Mari's loan move permanent for a fee of around €14 million, while Cedric Soares is also set to sign a 4-year contract following his temporary switch from Southampton. Both players will formally complete the permanent moves when the transfer window opens next month. And that's it on the newsroom at this hour. Thank you for watching.